My name is Jen, Abra, but I am a medium. So for those of you who don't know, a medium is someone that can speak to people who have crossed over to the other side, who have passed over, and communicate with them. And so what I've decided to do, instead of telling the story from my perspective, because I worry about what people think of me, I've decided to channel my grandmother in spirit, and I'm going to tell it from her vantage point. So, this is not alcohol. Actually, her tea mug, the only thing that I have of hers. So about 7 years ago, I was watching Jennifer's family, and she has 4 beautiful children. That's a lot of children. But I am her grandmother, and I have 5 boys of my own, so that's nothing what she's dealing with. She has 4 beautiful children. She's married to a firefighter, and she is a very good mother. She plays with her children. She loves her children very much. She loves her husband very much. She gets on the floor with them. She breastfeeds them until they're 8 years old, which is really weird in my days. You don't do that. You give them a bottle to shut them up. But she does a really great job with them, and she would play with them, and she loves them, and oh my God, how many times can one person watch The Wiggles? Only the moms will know who The Wiggles are. So The Wiggles are a TV show when the kids were little with Greg, Murray, Anthony, and Jeff, who like to sing a lot of songs. So they watched a lot of Wiggles, and they watched a lot of Disney movies, just so Jennifer could have some time to herself. But as any mother knows, she didn't get that time to herself very often. And when she did get to go pee by herself, there was fingers under the door, yelling, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, mommy." And I had to plug my ears because it was very loud in her house. And then they had a dog too. So I was watching her, and she did this for 4 years in a row, and she kept having babies, and she kept breastfeeding her babies, and she was always wearing dirty shirts with stains on them. And one day she decided to cut her beautiful long hair into a pixie cut because it would be more convenient for her to get ready in the morning to cut her hair. So she did that. Her clothes didn't fit anymore. She would look in the mirror and tell herself, "Oh my gosh, you're so fat. What happened to you?" So the days went on and on. She did the same thing every day. She cooked chicken nuggets for dinner because that was what the kids liked to eat. Sometimes she didn't eat her own dinner. Sometimes she didn't get to drink her tea hot. That was the only thing that she would not share with her children, was the tea. And so this went on for many years. And one day, Jennifer is a clean freak like me and likes to have her house very clean. But when you have small children, it's like shoveling the walk while it's still snowing. And so one day she really wanted to clean before her husband came home because she liked to have a nice house and made it look like she actually did something during the day, even though she did 1,000,005 things. And so she just finished cleaning the house, and she sat down on the couch, which was very rare. And she sat down on the couch, she's like, "Oh, what a beautiful clean house. There's vacuum marks on the carpet and everything." And then her 3-year-old son came in the room and took a box of 5,000 Lego and whipped it across the room. And at the time, Jennifer didn't know that I was there because she didn't know about the spirit world. She didn't know I was there. She couldn't feel me. She couldn't talk to me. She didn't know about angels. She didn't know anything. She just knew that she was a mom, and she felt like just a mom. I could feel her momness coming out of her. And so in that moment, there was a really loud snap. I don't think the kids heard it, but inside Jennifer's head, it was very loud, and I could hear it as well. And so in that instant, Jennifer's brain detached from her body, and she decided that she was going to find something to make her feel like a person again. And so she thought about a few things, and this is not going to go well. I can already tell what Jennifer is thinking, what she's going to do. And I like to mention that I'm a Catholic woman. My son is a Bishop of Calgary. So if you know the Catholic religion, you'll know what she's about to tell you is not a very good choice, and is very frowned upon. So she thought she might jump out of an airplane. She thought about going and moving somewhere else, but no, she decided to go and have an affair with another man because she thought that would be the only way, but I was not happy with her at all. And so this went on for a couple of years, and things started getting worse and worse and worse, and as you may have guessed, everything fell apart and blew up in her face. Until one day, Jennifer was on the floor, and she was a mess, and everything was broken, and everything was destroyed. She had lost her husband, she had lost her job, she had lost her children, and she sat on the floor that was very stained. It was no longer had the carpet marks on it from the vacuum. And she wanted to end everything and just end it. but she knew she couldn't do that. So she heard a voice. So I decided to step in. It was divine intervention by me. And I brought in all my helpers. I brought in my husband, her grandfather, I brought in the angels, I brought in her spirit guides, so she had no idea we're around her, and I made it clear to her that, guess what? Get off the floor, you have more to do. And she looked up and she's like, what was that? Who said that? And it was at the moment she knew that she was not alone, and she knew that there was more to this world than what you can see with your eyes. And so we get some breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel in front of her, and we led her to a metaphysical store where she saw a card reader. And the card reader said, you are not depressed, you are waking up. And this moment changed Jennifer's life forever. At this point, she saw a medium, and she realized that the medium told her that, guess what? You can talk to dead people too. And Jennifer said, what? Okay, thanks. So she followed the breadcrumbs some more that I laid out for her, and all her helpers laid out for her. And she decided that she needed to be a medium. She didn't know why she needed to be a medium and talk to dead people. She just knew that she had to, and that was her new purpose. And so she followed the breadcrumbs some more, and now she can talk to me, she can see me, she can hear me, she can see other people's loved ones in spirit as well. She can talk to angels, she can communicate with everything that you cannot see. And so I just want to tell this story from my vantage point because Jennifer is a lovely person. She made a mistake, and everything is wonderful again. Everything fell apart so that it could all be perfect where it is right now. Thank you.